Hey there, guys. Sorry about that. Just had to get those jump scares out of the way. Welcome to another action figure review. And today I am gonna review Fortnite Figures. Of course, this Ragsy action figure from the Victory Royale series. This Squad Mode 4-pack, that glow in the dark, and do they have a name? It just says glow in the dark, but obviously they have Halloween theme to them. Pretty sure they had a title and a name somewhere. And of course, we're gonna close it off with this Fortnite punk figure. But before I get started, story time, guys. Story time. There's a reason why I angled that shot like this. And that's because I've never seen anything, but I've had friends tell me that they've seen shadowy figures there in the back. Clawed hands, noises, taps. You see anything? Let me know. Hopefully this angle doesn't distract you too much. But anyways, moving on with the action figures. And let's kick it right off with this Ragsy figure. You know what? I forgot my knife. Didn't mean for that to happen. You guys like the sliding? Or should I go like this? Let's leave it like this. But anyways, this Ragsy figure comes from the Victory Royale line. Like the look of it. It's more punk rock looking than anything. Obviously this is the price that I got it for, and that was actually a hookup from a friend. Shout outs. But anyways, I want to say that got the figure, decided to theme it up with all these, not so much horror themed figure, but I don't know, there's just something about that mask right there. You know, that's pretty frightening and scary. The rest of the look, though, is definitely punk rock. And I did that about the figure. So let's open the figure up. Let's see. Always like this type of like box like that. No lettering for. See, that's the difference. Obviously, this is made by Hasbro and this is made by Jazzwares, and Jazzwares still includes like little descriptions of the figure. Anyways, there's Ragsy. The accessories are right there. The figure does feel good. Feels a lot sturdier than the other Fortnite figures that I've had the chance to review that are made by Jazzwares. This is closer, of course, to that one figure girl that I reviewed with the sword. The head pops off pretty easily. Can look up okay. Can look down pretty well. Nice paint app. Nice paint app. Actually, the lighting is getting in the way right now. Yeah, it's a little not on the mark, but it's okay. It's okay. And double jointed elbows, or is it single jointed? It feels like single jointed. No, it's double jointed elbows, and actually the sleeve is sculpted on right there, so that's pretty cool. This actually looks like it could be removable, but if you remove it, it's gonna interrupt with the sculpt. There's like a semi butterfly joint right here. You can see it right there. The sculpting. Waist cut, and also can crunch. Can do the splits pretty well. Thigh cut. Does it have a bicep? It does not have a bicep cut, so that's one thing. Instead, it has an elbow cut, like if it was a three-quarter figure. Double jointed knees. No elbow cut or boot. No boot cut. Instead, it cuts right here at the shin, where the pants end, and can go like that with the hinge. Rocking action. Whoa! What? I could have sworn I just saw the. Whoa! This is weird. So, since the shin is here, they want to leave it at the same level. So, this part of the pants, the cuts right there. Rocker, yeah. Overall, a nice paint job on the figure. A lot of accessories to Ragsy, old Ragsy. But it looks great on her. Let's take a look at her accessories. So right here it shows like an axe, weapon, a back bling, and a gun. So here, actually, it's two pickaxes, and that's pretty cool. One of them have a beef boss on them. Nice design. The other one has a tomato head on them. So that's pretty cool. Did she like slaughter them, murder them? Can they be stored? I don't think they can be stored. Let's look at the back bling. Let's take a look at the back bling. Nice looking back bling right here. Bam. She has a lot of like sculpted on little clips, and this shotgun actually looks pretty cool. So I guess the back bling attaches like so. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish something would appear or give me a sign that, you know, that it's there. Anything. Noise. So that's pretty cool. She comes with all these accessories. Maybe you could attach it to the belt or some way or some form or shape. That's pretty cool. Gonna give her gonna give this figure you know what, since I got her for this price of $7.99, she is gonna be an 8.5 figure. But if it was at retail, she definitely would be probably a 7 out of 10. Nice. With the bucket. There we go. With, you know what? We're gonna save Punk until the end. Hope you guys don't mind. We're gonna look at this 4-pack right here. And the box art on it, it looks awesome. And it's they're numbered. I did not know that they were numbered. 325, 326, 327, 328 by Jazzware. So they've made 300 and something figures. It's a Walmart exclusive unvaulted edition. And it's 4 figures and 4 harvesting tools. And they glow in the dark. Or so they say. I'm going to be the judge of that. Where could I leave the knife? So, it looks awesome. Let's open them up and see what I got. So of course it's Brainiac right here, Spooky Team Leader, Skull Trooper, and the most awesome figure to me, Peely Bone. Let's go with first with the Skull Trooper that has a green glow to him. Let's get him out. And it's just a typical Skull Trooper. Can look up pretty well, can look down pretty well. Paint apps on him look pretty excellent, if I do say so myself. Obviously an elbow cut because it's a 3 3/4 figure. Single jointed elbows because it's a 3 3/4 figure. Thigh cut, elbow cut. Can extend itself like that. Waist cut. Can stretch its legs out like that. Double jointed knees. Boom, boom. Pretty cool. Comes with this scythe weapon, which I think it's what's gonna glow in the dark. Let's attach it. There is the figure right there. Old Skull Trooper with the green glow gets a 7 out of 10. Spooky Team Leader is definitely in the Halloween mood. With the pumpkin drawn there in the center. And let's see her articulation right there. Of course, thigh cut, double jointed. These boots are painted green. That's pretty nice. Rocker, hinge. It's the standard articulation on all these figures. Looked like it was a butterfly joint sculpted on right here, but it's not. See, I'm trying to force it. It's not budging at all. Okay. Crowbar. Pretty nice weapon to use on Halloween. You know, to break into houses and get all the candy that you want. Boom. This see, this is Spooky Team Leader, obviously based off of Cuddle Team Leader. She gets a 7.5 out of 10. So like the sculpting on this figure. Let's get Brainiac. And I'm assuming he is called Brainiac because he's a zombie, and you know, zombies like brains. And this is obviously based off of Jonesy. This is literally a Jonesy's zombie. And paint app wise, looks pretty well, if I do say so myself. Something's disrupting the dogs outside. Wonder what could it be. But it's all standard articulation on this guy. But the paint apps on this guy are really nice. Might have to get. I was probably gonna give him the same score as the Skull Trooper, but the paint apps really turned it around for me. So I think he's gonna be closer to like Spooky Team Leader concerning the score. And we're gonna give him. I'm gonna give him a 7.5 as well. Just something about all these paint apps that just works for him and that makes it pop. I can't make them stand up. Okay. Finally, Peely Bone. One thing I will say is all the harvesting weapons are not anything out of the ordinary concerning those. And then this guy just gets this giant hammer mallet that's like mummy wrapped. And this is Peely Bone, and like, wow, he feels pretty cool. Like the feeling of the intestines. The bones are shaped pretty well. And he even has his little sticker still in the back. So this is pretty cool. I really like how this figure looks, but articulation wise on this figure, is he gonna give me a headache? We're gonna find out right now. Okay, so boom, boom. Obviously he's not gonna have anything, no waist cut. And even though it looked like it could probably have like a nap crunch due to this part right here, the skeleton, no. Both legs are double jointed. Both legs have the hinge, and both legs, yeah, and both legs have like a little rocker as well. Single jointed elbows, of course, elbow cut. 23/4 figures. The paint apps on this guy is nice. He is definitely gonna get my 8 out of 10 score. So, guys, want to see if they glow in the dark. Let's try them out. Let's see if they glow in the dark. The weapons are glowing. Actually, they're slightly glowing. I don't think the camera's picking it up, unfortunately. But yeah, like the skull part of Peely is glowing right now. And the weapon on Cuddle Team, on Spooky Team Leader is glowing. The scythe and like certain aspects of the Glow Trooper, of the Jonesy, like his arm is glowing right now. Like pretty much the blue paint apps on the Jonesy zombie on the Brainiac figure is glowing. And yes, true to the word, the lines on the Skull Trooper do slightly glow, but The most luminescent things are the weapons, definitely, and the body, like the half skull body of the banana, of the skull peely figure. Let's see if I could turn the lights on. So, unfortunately, the camera is not picking it up, and to be quite honest, they don't really glow that brightly. But yeah. So that's it for that overall package for these guys. I'm gonna give them, for the overall package, I'm actually gonna give them an 8 out of 10. It's actually a pretty cool 4-pack, and it's well worth it if you could find it. So yeah. And we're moving on now. We're moving on now to our main event. And that's Punk. Once again, the homie hooked it up with this one. Great looking figure. When I got him, I said to myself, this is the one figure I'm going to review for Halloween. And here we are. So let's open him up. He is going to come with this backpack, this bat, and this gun. Let's open him up. As he is completely sealed. His weapons and figure. Packaging looks cool on him. Obviously, he's just missing the window. Let's see the information right there. Let's get him out. Wow. He feels. Whoa. This dude is awesome. First of all, he's huge. I did not expect him to be this big, and like the clothing on him feels like it has like a vinyl texture to it. Actually feels pretty nice. Look at this. The articulation looks like it's not going to disappoint, but his joints are really, really tight. So that's something to look forward to. I mean, to not look forward to. Of course, his torso is going to get in the way. Like this little shirt part is going to get in the way of his articulation. It seems to be like on a wrench joint. He does not seem to have a waist cut, so that's a negative. But he does have double jointed elbows. A bicep cut. Can stretch out. Can stretch out. Can stretch back in. It's not really. It's his movement. It's like butterfly joint movement. He probably does have them, but the sweater's not doing him any favors in that aspect of his articulation. The Punk figure looks cool and he feels cool, but then you start messing with his articulation and it's not necessarily the best. Even this hoodie part gets in the way of like his head movement. So this is definitely a figure that's more for show than anything else. He's definitely sizzle first and steak later. So that's just something to keep in mind. Stretch it out, thigh cut, double jointed, like a sock cut, sock check full, sock cut. And then an ankle rocker right there and a hinge. So yeah, so far he is kind of, this part can be removable, so the hoodie part can be removable on the figure. And I wish I could say that it actually makes his head movement better, but it really doesn't. So yeah, that's kind of, it's kind of a downer. Okay, let's take a look at it. So the back bling, oh my god, that's amazing. So the back bling, I thought it was just gonna have this one bat, and then the back bling would be sculpted on. Oof, let me see. So I guess put the backpack right there. You could put slide the bats in the opposite side. And the bats are removable, so that's pretty awesome right there. I guess this one could go like that. This twig part seems to get in the way. There you go. Yeah. Of course, this gun just has a nice paint job. This orange and black paint job just totally fits the Halloween-esque aspect that this figure is going for. The bats still feel kind of flimsy. They don't feel really thin. That's all good. And there's the figure right there. I wish I could give this figure a high score. I wish I could really give him an 8 out of 10, but it's just so many faults, like in his articulation. He feels great, he looks great, but then you actually try to do stuff with him, like pose him, and you see that this sweater part gets in the way of his articulation. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give old Punk a 7.5 out of 10. And that does it for the review. Thanks guys for watching. I want to wish you guys a very happy Halloween. And I want to give the spirit, the clawed hand, the shadow standing there, a chance to make, what the fuck? To make your presence known. Okay then. In the meantime, peace and love as always, and have a happy, safe Halloween.